So I have class in 2 hours at 7 o'clock in the morning on March 3rd, 2016. I don't really know. I really just want to head out after I see if the vlog uploaded because I have photos to take today. I have a foosball competition at 12 that I have to take photos of, and then also I have to take more photos for a story about loners, so I think I'll do the loners thing before class, and then have the foosball thing later, so then it's all done today. Back at it. Yep, okay, my thing is uploaded. There's been a view already? Who viewed it? I don't know. That's interesting. Alright. I'll see you later. So, I'm really excited to go to the city because I was talking to Chelsea about this yesterday. Like, I haven't shot film in a long time, so I have a full set of film I have to go through, and I still have Instax film here in the fridge. I've gone over why we put it in the fridge. It's essentially to make sure light doesn't leak in if it's left out, since it's always dark in the fridge, and the cold keeps the chemicals fresh that the film works with, whatever. But I always started shooting on film, and I haven't really had a chance to go out and take photos on film in a while. And by a while I mean, I think roughly half of a year it's been since the last time I did. But I'm really looking forward to the city and bringing that and my two film cameras, which, really I don't need to. Like, I got one because of a photo class I took in high school. That was my first one. But that's, that has all automatic settings on it, so it was great to learn on because of the automatic stuff. But now I also have a Canon AE-1P, which has some automatic stuff, but I can work it manually and advance the film manually, which is something I was looking for in a film camera to use all the time. Right now I'm just spraying my car because it's kind of icy. Then I've always been looking at the toy camera market because I always thought it would be fun to get into that sort of area. There's a specific camera than that I want to buy that's like $50. So it's like it wouldn't be a big hit back to buy it. But also like, it's kind of just plastic. I don't know. One thing I've wanted to do for a long time is do double exposure shots. Now, double exposure would be if I took a picture, if I had taken a picture, right, and then imagine setting another picture over that. That's what they call a double exposure. And a lot of the toy cameras, like lomography stuff, which no one who's watching this probably understands, but whatever. Like the Urban Outfitter cameras, the cameras you'll find at Urban Outfitters, those will let you do those double exposure things. And I had thought when I bought the Canon AE-1P that I could be able to do that, but I can't. And it's always been something that interests me to do that, because that would be kind of neat to experiment with different textures over that and whatever. But I was also told not to get a new camera until like my birthday, so it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Especially being in New York City next week, like, I might just stop in a B&H and get it. Like, B&H is a big photo fucking megaton, whatever, megalomatic. It's a giant entity in the photo world, and anyone who goes to New York City, near Times Square, always ends up going to B&H, their photographer, and getting like gear or something. It's like kind of like a rite of passage, and I've never been, and I kind of want this camera, so it's like I'm really thinking I'm gonna end up getting this camera even though I was told not to. Like, sorry. Anyway, I have to go to school. Gotta take those photos. Yes, an interesting thing relating to the film that I was saying is a channel on YouTube named Nreluctant, who is known for kind of like hipsters videos, kind of. Is running a Fujifilm Instax like camera class or whatever. he calls it a challenge. I think of it more like a class on figuring out how to use it. And the challenge he issued in his latest video is take 5 photos throughout your day that present things that are important to you. So I already took one of the campus clock tower. Not sure if it's gonna focus on it or not. That's kind of neat. I like this. Like, I've never actually taken photos with this that weren't like selfies or anything. I like that shot. So it is freezing out today. Like, it is actually freezing degrees out. And I'm still without a coat in really like weird clothing for this kind of weather. Photo class is done. I think at the end of the day I'm going to show you those Polaroid type photos on the vlog that I've been taking for that thing I just said like a second ago. Whatever. But one thing I really hate about this laptop case is for whatever reason it's so unsturdy. Like, this just came randomly unhooked on me walking on my class. It's like, I don't want to drop my laptop because I don't want to break my laptop, period. Like, that's a bad idea to do that. But I don't know, like, for whatever reason the case is too heavy or whatever. I don't know. But I have to take photos of foosball for the paper now. I think I'm just gonna throw my crap in the office, let it sit there for the next hour or whatever while I take photos. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to my selfie stick, so I'm kind of going the Casey Neistat route right now, and I think I didn't lock my car. Give me a sec. And I stuck you on my mini tripod. Yeah, I didn't lock that, whatever. But the weird thing about like this foosball tournament thing is almost every intramural like sport or activity that we have at the school ends up getting canceled through lack of interest or whatever. And I haven't been in the campus center yet or recently to know if they're actually setting up for this or if it is canceled. Because if it's canceled, it's like, fuck, again? Like, really? I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal since I have classes today, but I've come on days for this kind of stuff where it gets canceled and it's like, it's my only day where I come to school, even on my days off, to take these photo assignments. Oh, so it's just ridiculous. I make vlogs, okay?
That's actually fantastic. That's incredible. I wanted to start vlogging. I absolutely adore it. I love everything about it.
Well, I have to go up to the office now and see what's going on because nothing here is set up relative to look like anything for Thursday. It's like first floor campus center. Like it says right there, and there's nothing set up for this fucking event that I'm supposed to take photos of. It's like, I bet it got canceled again. Very, very eventful sort of thing, you know, whatever. I head to my drawing class right now. I just kind of realized, like, this is the one class that I've never shown in any of my vlogs. Like, in all the other ones, like, you've at least been in my classes, but this is one that I never show. I think I'm going to try to sneak it in. Right, time to head home. I've got a lot of work I gotta do tonight. Well, I don't have to do it tonight, but I want to do it all or as much as I can tonight. Get out of the way so that I don't have really anything to worry about next week in terms of scheduling. I don't know, like, I have plenty of time to do it, but also, like, I really don't want to put off this stuff that I have to do because I know if I'm not in the mood to do it later, I'm not going to get it done. So I'm home, just ate. I've got a lot to do, editing photos, and then I'm going to write a research paper. Got a full pot of coffee upstairs, and before I get into my work, let's talk cameras. So I've recorded this 3 different times. First, I want to show you, because like the past 2 ones get really long, but I think I've narrowed it down to get it a few minutes shorter. I'm going to show you my pictures from today that I took on my Instax. So this is a picture of inside my camera bag. It's really dark. You can't really see it. This is a photograph of, in the critique room in photography, of just random slides that they had laying out. I thought it was a really nice thing. But this is the photo that spurred this like thought in my head. And I love this photo. I love the tonal shifts from dark to light. I love how you can still make out the details. I love everything about this photograph. Honestly, I think this is one of my favorite photographs I've taken recently. And I've been out shooting a lot. Like, a lot. But this is one of my favorites. And I think what makes it one of my favorites is it was totally unplanned. It wasn't something I thought about. It wasn't something I looked through the camera and changed my settings to get. Like, I took the picture and it happened. A moment happened. A moment was captured in time. And I think that's something that using things like my behemoth here, like, it gets lost in that. Like, that sort of spontaneity that really sparked my interest in photography. It gets lost in that digital aspect because I can choose all my settings and whatever. Whereas this, like, I pull it out to turn it on and take a picture, and I have no control over how it comes out. Like, I can kind of guess how it will come out, but you don't really know. And I wish there was a digital version of that can do that, because right now there's nothing on the market that was really like, because all the cameras have LCD screens on the back, like the modern ones, digital cameras have screens on the back, and you choose settings. Like, I wish there was an option out there where there was no screen on the back, and you just kind of hit the button and let the camera do its thing and see what you capture later. Where the fun of photography is not in getting your settings right and making the perfect image on the spot, but rather coming home and getting the film developed, or in this case, plugging in your SD card and going through the pictures you took, and seeing, like, what really struck out, like, what out of random shots that you took really, like, hit home. What, like, serendipitous moment did you capture where it's like, this is a wonderful photograph, and I wish, like, there was ability to get that randomness and spontaneity into the digital world, because film is very expensive. It's expensive to get film developed, and it's expensive to buy film. But, like, I don't know, there's nothing really on the market to satisfy that need for spontaneity that I have. It kind of, like, makes me a bit sad thinking about that, because that's, like, what makes photography fun for me, is capturing a moment in time. And yes, while there's a place in my heart for, like, lining up shots and getting everything perfectly and technically right, I love these little tiny bits, these little moments in my photographic career where it's just random and I don't have any control over it. And whatever comes out, and you get photos like this that are just really impressive and outstanding, especially for, like, the technology. It's like, I love this photo, and I wish there was a way that I could duplicate this sort of effect and this randomness in a digital format. But speaking of photos, I have to edit some of the photos I took today from the foosball thing, and then type of paper. Well, I want to type the paper. I think I've gone through what I want to do already. Anyway, though, I've got a lot of work to do, and I drank way too much coffee. I don't feel good at all. Oh my god, I don't feel good. I'm going to end the vlog here before things get way too heavy. Bye, I guess. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Don't drink too much coffee. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. It's always a bad idea. I've never had this much before. Like, I just don't. See you tomorrow.